Thank you.
Thanks, Masle. We have Mr. Adoko Sobukwe Wise coming to whilst he's walking towards the podium. If you could watch a small movie about him.
Sons and daughters of Africa, harbingers of a new world order. The battle is on. I said last year that we should not fear victimization. And I still say so today.
You'll see.
We must fight for our freedom, for the right to call our souls our own. And we must pay the price. The price of freedom is blood, toil, and tears. Listen it! We all have a mission. A nation to build, we have. A God to glorify. A contribution clear to make towards the We are fighting for the noblest cause of mankind, the liberation of mankind. They are fighting for an outworn, anachronistic, vile system of oppression.
Foster in Parliament said, Sobukwe is a political heavyweight.
The breakdown of law and order in South Africa will not be tolerated under any circumstances whatsoever.
What was most frightening about him to people who were against him was his commitment.
Total dedication.
And that could not be shaken in any way.
To meet that we tell the truth before we die.
He was universalist in his vision and embraced the whole human family, and yet at the same time focusing on what needed to be overcome within South Africa.
How many races are there in South Africa? There is only one race, the human race. Join us in a march to freedom. March with us to independence. To independence now. Tomorrow in the United States of Africa. This Sunday. We are free. This Sunday. We are free. This Sunday. We are free.
When you look at Sobukwe, you really look first of all at the giant.
He had almost an aura about him.
There was power in him.
A very bright, brilliant man.
Humanist to the core.
He's someone who genuinely cared about people. Very sophisticated.
Very humble.
There was an integrity that just shone through.
Robert Sobukwe was democratic nobility.
A heroic effort of monumental proportions.
The defier of the antifier.
Robert Mangaliso Sobukwe was an extraordinary man, a global visionary, thinker, once the most popular political prisoner in the world, the only man kept in solitary confinement for 6 solid years, a contemporary of revolutionaries like Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, Kwame Nkrumah, and Che Guevara, an international icon whose passing led to a special session at the UN. This man, whose voice once rang the loudest, has been silenced.
All right. I think it is only our honor as the Masilela family to hand over this token of appreciation to the Sobukwes and saying we thank you for upholding and keeping our struggle and the flames and identifying something that is unique, the human race. Thank you. And this Udi will address, this is to Umama Sobukwe in absentia, but this is another token of appreciation for Amakhosikazi Omzabalazo, who stood fast behind their men, making sure that nothing falls into the cracks. We thank you, Bomam. Thank you, Bafaz.
Good evening, everybody. I'd first like to say thank you to the Masilela family for inviting us and giving us this honorable honor. And thank you very much initially. Excuse me, I'm sorry, I've never been one of, many words, so please bear with me. And accept all and observe all protocol and formalities in advance, right? So I'm sure many people in this room have a story, personal or other, about Robert Mangaliso Sobukwe. My late grandma always used to say, when one is given an award or has the opportunity to speak, beyond saying thank you of the appreciation, they should ensure that their acceptance words has a message for the audience, right? So yesterday I arrived a little bit late for the roundtable meeting, and the topic that was discussed at the time of my arrival was that of women in the workplace and the various factors that influence their rise and or fall, and the different challenges they experience in the workplace, right? This evening today I want to talk about the household, right? And quote a word used yesterday about the pandemic of GBV in South Africa, in our Black communities and culture in Africa and worldwide. And yes, that SHIT does need to stop. Unfortunately, I wasn't blessed enough to meet my grandfather physically. However, the personal stories I've heard introduced me to a man that I grew to want to have the personalities and the qualities of, right? The stories that always stuck with me were those of family. I grew up to bedtime sweet dreams, send-offs from my mother, sitting at the end of my grandmother's bed as I listened to all the memories she went through in her life, late night cooking sessions with my uncle as he gave me motivational lectures about how to bring out that courage that is said men are meant to possess. Those stories, when they spoke about him, are stories that inspire, motivate, and drive me to be the son, brother, friend, confidant that I believe I am currently, and the father and husband that I hope to be one day. So we're aware about what my grandfather did, Robert Sobukwe, did politically. But what always boggles my mind is how he was able to do it, to do that, to do it well, and still have such an impact within his family and his household, right? So I was raised by my mother, my three sisters. Granted, one of my sisters is 7 years younger than me, but yes, believe me, that child raised me. So when I say I appreciate and I respect women, right, my appreciation and respect runs deep, right? Sons of Africa, we are killing our mothers and our sisters. And yesterday there was an idea that the concept of that is something that women will have to deal with, right? And unfortunately, I can't support them because we are the problem. It's not them, it's us. It's men, right? We need to do better, right? I was speaking to Mr. Isaac yesterday, discussing the anti-apartheid unity that all African political parties had during the struggle, right? We were united, right? We gathered, we fought, we won, united, right? And we are free today. All African parties, regardless of how they wanted to achieve this freedom, we had one goal: no more apartheid. Right? We have a growing culture of GBV in our communities, and we need to free ourselves from this. We need to come together unified against GBV. We need to break the cycle and free our children and further generations from this plague. United together to free ourselves from our own bad cultures within our communities, within our homes. We need to teach our sons and our young men the value, the worth of women, and that they must be appreciated and respected. We need to teach our daughters and our young women that they are complete as they are, and the right partner should respect and build them up, not beat and bring them down. We need to retrain our police departments that when they're called to domestic violence scenes, the concept that police don't or are unable to interfere with domestic issues cannot work. I called you here for a reason. I need help. Please help me. We need to stop victim blaming and giving the predator a pass. All that does is intimidates other victims who are suffering in silence from stepping forward and speaking up. Sons of Africa, we need to call our friends out, our colleagues, our other family members who are perpetrators themselves. Remember, you are who you surround yourself with. So I plead with all sons of Africa, here, let us unite. Here, right now, let us be allies to our mothers and our sisters. Let us love, protect, appreciate, and respect women. Let us free them, but also more importantly, well, not more importantly, no, but in the same way, let us free ourselves from this captivity. I plead with all the daughters of Africa, respect yourself, love yourself, and know you are powerful, you are capable, and you are free. Let's come together and conquer. Let's free ourselves. Just with reference to the song that you played, your last song, we're talking about a revolution. Let's revolutionize this and let's free ourselves. Let's change our culture. Let's be better people together. Thank you. Thank you.
You want to say something? Thank
you.